Hello, everybody. Welcome to our session, Project Management and Reporting Best Practices for Confluence Cloud. I will show you today how to build your project overview page by using Confluence Cloud and metadata for Confluence Cloud. But first, I would like to say some words about Communardo and about myself. Communardo builds products for smarter enterprise collaboration. We strive to make collaboration effective, fast, and fun. We are an Atlassian Gold Marketplace partner, and so far we have more than 4,000 clients in 90 countries who rely on our experience for their daily business. I am Juela and I'm working at Communardo as a product owner for some of our apps. The agenda for today would be, first of all, I would like to have a look together with you on project management with Confluence Cloud, which are the benefits here, which are the best practices for project management with Confluence. And at the end, I would like to show you a demo on how to set up and configure project management using Confluence Cloud and metadata for Confluence Cloud. While Jira might be the first Atlassian product coming to your mind when thinking about project management, Confluence can help you level up your project management processes as well. And we will see it in the next slides on how to do it. On building project management with Confluence Cloud, there are some benefits, let's say, and I would like to show you the most important ones. First of all, you can use the Confluence as a knowledge repository, and it will help on building the project management use case. Because on using the wiki as a knowledge repository, you can store or link to project artifacts and useful resources. On the other hand, you can see the history of the page because it stays always available. Secondly, another benefit that I would like to highlight is the depiction of the project. Providing information and a certain image of the project internally and externally can, of course, help. You can show not only a status update, but it can also serve in the conveying a project identity that can be shared with others. On the other hand, you can also control the information flow between project stakeholders. And you also have the opportunity here to take some direct feedback from the stakeholders for this project. A third benefit that I would like to highlight is the coordination. So as we said before, you can use the wiki as a knowledge repository, you can use it for the depiction of the project, and at the end, you can use it also to coordinate with the stakeholders and with all the important people in this project. You can add to-do lists on the project, and it will help for planning, for monitoring and replanning the project work in a very flexible way. You can assign tasks to keep your team on track. And the last point that I would like to highlight is that you can use your wiki as a shared workspace. So you will have shared access to various project artifacts. On the other hand, on Confluence Cloud, you have the function of collaborative editing. So a lot of people on the same time that are interested and work in this project can edit your project pages in the same time. It also helps as a social place where the team members can collaborate with each other and you know who did what, when, to which extent, and how did they feel about it. Because these members of the project can comment, can do inline comments every time. So it will help a lot to work in this page as a shared workspace, share comments and feedback with each other. So these are four main benefits that I would like to highlight on using Confluence Cloud as a place to build your project management use case. Let's look now how metadata can enhance your Confluence content management. Let's see some best practices of it. First, as you can see in this picture here, metadata will help you to have an overview of all your projects. Let's assume that you have a lot of projects in your company and you would like to have an overview of all the projects and all the relevant information from each project. Metadata will help you in this case to create this nice report that you can see in this page. Here you can see all the list of projects. You can immediately see who is the project leader for each project, and of course you can see the budget. You can decide which information you want to see in this report here. You might want to see also the deadline of the projects. Right now, I haven't added it here, but in the demo part that we will have at the end, I will show you how to build the deadline field and how to add it in this report here so that you can immediately see also the deadline of each project. So, first of all, metadata will help you to have this overview so that each member of the project that is interested on the project can immediately know where to find the relevant data for the projects and interact immediately with them in this overview page. Secondly, you can keep your team on track if you use Confluence Cloud and Metadata together for project management, because you will be able to assign tasks so that you can keep your team on track. You can mention team members to assign tasks for all of the main project deliverables straight from the project planning page. This will let everyone involved know what they need to get done, by when, and where they can report on the status of their deliverables. Creating tasks from the project planning page makes them contextual, cutting down on the back and forth noise, status meetings, and uncertainty that are all too common for team projects. So as you can see in this picture here, you have a roadmap of your project. You have some tasks here on the right assigned to the relevant people. And apart from having these tasks here, you can also do some inline comments, and it will help your team to communicate and make great decisions without the need of exchanging emails and without the need of doing a lot of meetings. But you can do and you can have a direct and fast communication. As you can see in the picture here, in this task 2.2, in yellow, there is an inline comment done that you can see here in this picture. By commenting, you can mention your colleagues and ask them for certain information that you need, and you can get a direct feedback from your colleagues here. And it will help to communicate and make great decisions on project planning or project management. So at the end, I would like to highlight that using Confluence together with metadata for building your project management use case would mean that you and your team have a single source of truth, which saves time by harnessing your team's collective knowledge in easy to find answers for everyone. Secondly, work can move forward from actionable meeting notes to inspiring project plans, kickstart team participation with a flexible workplace. And on third place, I would like to mention that like this, you can work together and encourage all teams, from marketing to engineering, to share announcements, strengthen company culture, and get instant feedback. So you will enhance your team participation. Now it's time for our demo, where I would like to show you how to build the project management use case that we just saw. So now I would like to switch to the Confluence demo instance that I have prepared and show you how to build the project management use case. So this is the project overview that we saw even before in our slides. Here you can see an overview of all the projects and some information about the projects. So we see here that we have a metadata for Confluence project, Remind Me project, and so on. And for each project, you can see the project leaders, and you can also see the project budget. And this is a report created with the metadata for Confluence Cloud app. I would like to show you now how is this report created. So as an admin now, I will show you in the background how to create everything and make it ready in order to create at the end this reporting. I will go in the administration part. With metadata, you can create content categories. In this case, our content category is a project one. So we would like to create a project content category that everyone in the wiki can afterwards use it to create project pages. I will go to the entry content category in the left bar. Here you can find metadata for Confluence and content categories entry. So here you can find the content categories page where you will see an overview of the existing content categories. As you can see here, I have some existing ones which I have created before as business requirements, knowledge-based articles, processes, products, projects, workspace, and so on. It depends on your use case. For us is important the project use case for today. As you can see, the content category is created and I will not create it again, but I will just show the edit page of this project and show you what you can do there. But if you want to create a new content category, you can just click on this button here, create new content category, and you can create a new one. Now I will show you our content category, the project. I will edit it. So here you can see that in a content category, you have the opportunity to put a name, as in our case, it is a project. You can put a description here so that everybody in your team that wants to create a page of this type of category, he knows the description of it and what he can build from it. Here you have the entry page template, and you will have two options here. You can add an existing Confluence template to this content category, or you can choose that a template, a Confluence template, will be created automatically in the background for you. So it's up to you. In my case here, there was an existing one, a Confluence template existing, and I have chosen it here. And I can also open it if I want to see what it has inside or if I want to do some changes on it. Here you can see also the metadata that you can assign to the content category. In our case, as we have a project content category, we have created two metadata, the project leader and the project budget that you also saw on the reporting page before. I would like now to create a deadline field because you saw that in our report was missing the deadline of the projects. We will create it now together and then we will see how to use it afterwards. If you want to add new metadata, you should just click the Add Metadata field here, and this pop-up will be shown where you can add the field. The field that I wanted to add is the deadline field. Deadline, or maybe just name it project deadline. Here, you can choose the type of the field that you want to have. Right now, we don't have the date field as metadata for Confluence Cloud is a new app. We only have the text field, but we are working on new fields and pretty soon you will have there the option to select a drop down, a multi-select, single select, or a date field or a link field. But right now we just have the text field, and let's say we will do this workaround right now that I will select text field for this date field. So I submit the field, and you see that the field is now here. Later on, we are working on great features, and you will also have the opportunity here to mark a field as a required one. So just a small spoiler for you. And I will save now the content category with the change that I did. Okay, I get the notification here that the content category was updated. Now I will show you as a user, not as an admin anymore, how you can use the change that we did in this project content category. Let's go again on our project overview page. Here you will see that the project deadline field was added in our report here, but it is empty because as a user, we have not added a date on our projects yet. So now I will go to the metadata for Confluence project page and add this deadline for that project. Here is my metadata for Confluence project page. Here you can see this label project, and you will immediately know that this is a project page. And if you want to add some information there, you can just click here and edit. So we have the project leader and the project budget, and now we want to add a project deadline. So let's add a project deadline here. And save the page. So I can see what I did. Yeah, the project deadline is added right here. Let's go back to the project overview page. So as you can see, the project deadline was added here. And now the metadata project has the deadline in this overview page. In case that there was a new project added to your company and you want to start working with this new project, you want to start building the page of this project, you can immediately do it in this overview here by clicking this new project button. And you will be immediately redirected to this content category page that has some content pre-filled, and this pop-up will immediately be shown here where you can add the metadata for this page. So all the users and employees in your company will know what information to put in a project page. So they will be guided to put this information there. And in this case, I can add the project leader, a budget for the project, and the deadline. I save the metadata. I have to put a page title. Let's assume that our project is called SharePoint Connector for Confluence project. Let's publish our page. It already exists, so I will put a test here at the end and publish the page. So our page has been created, and here you can see the metadata that we have put on it. And if I go to the overview, you will see that SharePoint connector for Confluence project, the test one has been added, and all the information that I added there is also here available in the project overview. So that's what you can do with metadata for Confluence Cloud and Confluence Cloud together in order to make the work of your employees easy to create the project management use case and project artifacts. So as you saw, I created a new project here, and I did it from this button, new project, that it's coming from a Confluence macro, create from template. And I have connected the macro with our content category projects. But if you don't have this button in your overview and you want to create a project page, you can do it from the create button on top here. How it works in this case is you just click the create button, and in the right sidebar here, you will see all the Confluence templates as well as all the content category that are available. In our case, we have created the project content category, so you can just click here project and you will find the content category here. If you click on it, the metadata pop-up will be shown here and you can start creating your project page right here. And it will again be shown at the end on the project overview page. So that's for the demo part, and now I will switch back to the presentation. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me or my colleague Juliana. Here you will find our emails and you can contact us in case of questions. And of course, you can try our app, Metadata for Confluence Cloud. You can have a free trial for 30 days and see if it fits to your needs. And I will be available for any question that you have in the live Q&A session that we will have. Thank you all.